Welcome back to the channel, everyone, and welcome back to Planet Crafter The Moons Update. We're in a totally different position to where we left off in the last episode. So the last episode, we left off at about 200 MTI. We're now at 800 GTI. Now, I had some issues with the recording. It didn't record it at the bitrate I like, and the footage was not really up to my standard. So what I'm going to do is give a quick recap what I've done on this planet. Now, the good thing is after I've done the recap on here, we can just go straight to the moons, and that's what I'm more excited to go and do. In the last episode, we did the ship at the top up there, and just get out the water. Let's not go for a swim. We did the ship over there. So since we've done that, let me just show what we've done. We've got eight with an optimizer in the center, with 3 heat fuses. We've repeated the same over here for the pressure. So we've got 8 because that's the maximum an optimizer tier 2 can do. So it says there all 8 machines are being boosted, and this has got 3 pressure fuses on. And this is how I like to set up my bases. I did it very similar in the first one, but it took a lot longer. This was about 6 hours, probably, gameplay between the last episode and this, and I just wasn't happy with the performance. I also got 3 oxygen in here, and I've got 8, and we managed to pick up 8 golden seeds off golden chests. I think I've only done about 10 golden chests. We've barely touched most of the map. We didn't go over to the crater, which is over that way. We haven't been to the obsidian and the lava area. We haven't been down by the oceans. We haven't touched any of the ice caverns at the top or the rainbow caves. So we can always come back and do all that at a later date. So the waterfalls and everything's been gone. We did this ship here. If I can find the footage, I will just put a little note on the screen of what we looted from there. We did the little bunker down here, but it really had nothing in there. Now, one of the biggest issues we had on this planet was super alloy. We just kept on running out of it. We kept on ordering it from our main base. But what I decided to do in the end, and also this is very efficient the way I'm doing this to set up for drones. So I've got 2 T3s automatically doing super alloys. And I think I've actually set the base up wrong, because what they're supposed to be doing is making rods, and then the rods are supposed to be supplied back to the base, not the individual ones. So I need to just go and quickly change that. And we had a locker here, which I requested aluminium, so I've got a T3 over in the aluminium area, and it allows me to do the rods, because each super alloy rod needs 8 super alloy and an aluminium. So that's the best way you can set up. And because I wasn't getting enough super alloy, I did set up 2. We did the little satellite there, but we haven't touched any of the procedural wrecks or anything on this planet. We cleared some of the super alloy out the maze over there, and we cleared the super alloy from the bottom of the sandfalls. Like I said, it has been one of our biggest issues on here, because each time you want to craft a T3 or extract you to super alloy rod, every time I wanted to do an auto crafter, it was another super alloy rod, which is over here. So it was a big issue. The second one we had was osmium. That became a bit of an issue. So I've done the same sort of thing I've set there. I've got 1 T3 osmium in the cave at the top, and I've got an auto crafter at the side. It's making osmium rods. The rods are being sent to the base, and then if I need to, I'll just split them down into single units. And then that way, the drone only has to bring 1 rod over, not 8 individual items. I think I've only got 9 drones on this planet, and they're more than coping. So what I need to do is in the super alloy up here. This should just be request rods. We have been using a lot of our terra tokens. So the next thing I want to show you is my little butterfly farm. And we did this the same as we did on Humble. I think on Humble I went a lot more crazier because we had a lot easier access to butterflies. And because I've got it set up right, it doesn't even slow my frames down to come here. And each one of these, I used my Terra tokens and just got the Osbeezy off the trade rockets. It cost about, I think it's like 40,000, 45,000. I got 12 of these, and I also just called in 4 Serena from my original Umber planet because I've got loads just sitting there. And in the centre, like I've done with everything else, we've got the brand new inset rockets, which I'll show you how to make those in a second. Boosting all these. It gives a nice terraformation, so we're coming up to 1 TTI now. And I wanted all this set up so when we do go to the moons, this is going to continue running up to that 4 TTI, which is the maximum amount. Now, on the moons, we'll have a look at the screen in a minute. We can go up to 5 TTI on those. So certain unlocks you won't get until you're doing your second set of moons. Okay, the water doesn't want to... Didn't want me to do the water. And the last thing I'm just going to quickly show, I did the same thing on Humble, is the Oasis. And in the centre, I have got plant multiplier, multiplying every one of these. And if I do, and this is how I've been getting the fertiliser, I can just break these down. Common larva, rare larva, bees you can get through here, you can get silkworms, and it's a good way to get that. So I ordered enough to make a couple, and then the rest of it I've just been emptying out. And if we look at what this is, it's getting boosted up by 1,500%. I could put an insect rocket on here, but the insect amount wasn't that great. And to boost everything up, we'll go back to our base now and look at the screens. And I have set up everything pretty much ready for me to be leaving here pretty soon. Food was not an issue here. I brought 3 pieces of food with me. We found so much in the wrecks. Also, the animal food you find, you can eat that as well. Which I didn't realise at first you could. But yeah, we got loads of it. So this is the base I did. I think I built it in between. So I've just got 2x2 rooms with a staircase on the side and a biodome over there, and then the biolab at the back to make the bioplastics. And then I've got a few food growers here. This was just to make like fertilizer bioplastics. And we've got this here because at the start we did need to make butterflies. And we've just got an autocrafter there. So the main thing we want to look at is the planetary rockets first. So we've unlocked the T7 backpack, which I've got on. We got the quartz station we'll look at in a second. We got up to T5 oxygen now. So we've gone from 360, I think, up to 450 oxygen, which will really help us out on the next planet. We've got the delivery drone system. We haven't unlocked these. We won't unlock these until we can go to the next moon, because it's that multiplied by that, multiplied by that, multiplied by that, gives you that. So at the moment we're on SPs. The next tier up is OCs. So this has been very crucial. And we can order anything back from our starting planet. You can change it from whichever planet you want. So when we move to Selenea, we'll probably be taking some stuff from here more than our main Humble. So let's just put it back for Humble. And then it shows you everything you've got in the container at that place where we can request from. Now, we did find a good amount of T3 fertilizer, the brand new one, and T2 rocket engines. Some of those T2 rocket engines are broke down into T1s, which is the next thing I'll look. And we're currently at about 34,000 trade tokens, but we'll just quickly look upstairs. We can recur a lot of that cost back just from here. So all these, I don't think the trade rockets I can, but each of these productions, they're worth a lot of money. So I'm going to send these before I leave here. Energy multipliers. We are going to be needing those. No, we can just sell it, and if we need to, we can just order them at the next zone, I think. We've got a lot of the phosphorus and selenium, even though it's not on this planet. We got these from breaking down T3s. The T3 fertilizer, which is... I've still got some somewhere. I think it's in the mixed. Yeah, we still got a good amount, even though I've been breaking it down. We won't be needing that until the next zone when we move up to the next tier of stuff. We managed to get a good amount of cosmic quartz. I've got a little more than this. I've got some ready in the rocket for us to leave. But yeah, very good amounts. And we got some empty fuse cartridges. We don't need to take them. It seems to be fairly common in loot. And we got one fusion energy cell. I think I will take that with me. So let's just send all this stuff I'm not going to need on this planet up to the trade rocket. We haven't automated anything here with the selling. That's just at the humble. So if we look at the rocket now, I can sell all that and get 65,000 trade tokens back, which I will do. I don't need it on this planet, and if I do come back and I do need them, it only takes 10 minutes to order them in. We've set up a couple of bits of automation here. Like algae's being automated. These are just the stuff we found on in the rockets. The larvae, we have been picking it up. You've just got to remember when you hit the butterfly stage, you have to log out the game and back in. Otherwise, the larvae don't spawn. We've got an extractor over at the Z-Light because it was something we were struggling with on Humble. So this can provide, it's only one extractor over there, so it's a very slow feed. We've got 2 extractors over in the Iridium area, which are very useful, and I've been using the autocrafter to make the rods, just so I can set up for us to leave. We haven't set up anything with uranium on this planet, and osmium I've got it just being sent as rods, and then I'll break it into singles if I need the singles. And I think that's pretty much where we was. So we've got a good amount here. This is what's coming from those super alloys, crafted into rods, and the rods are coming back here. And sulfur, what I've done is I just have this random extractor out here, and every time I need something, whether it's silicon, titanium, iron, whatever it is, I then just set this up. So you could just sulfur right at your base here. Now we have got all the rockets up. That's the next thing I want to bring up. So if we look at the rocket screen, I have sent up 5 of every rocket. So 5 oxygen, 5 heat, 5 pressure, 5 plants, 5 insects. This will only affect this planet. So this planet is fully automated now. It will get up to the 4 TTI, where if you look onto this screen, it will tell you prime. You can have a maximum of 4 TTI, which is the one we're on. Humble, a maximum of 4 TTI, even though it's up to 32 TTI there now. I'm only going to get the benefit of 4. Selenea, which is the first of the moons we're going to be visiting, can go up to 5 TTI. And Aquarius can go up to 7 TTI. That'll be the last one we will do. So we will be going to Selenea in a minute. Keep that on there. And it also tells you the unlock. So on this stage here, we're currently on mammals. And it's telling me we've only got one more, which is complete terraformation. We'll hit pretty soon. So I don't really need to set up animals here, but it will just shoot that number. We're sitting on about 10,000 power. And all we've had to do is 4 generators and an optimizer with 3 energy fuses in there. And that's been more than enough to power everything I put on here. And then we've got stuff like water down here, algae over here. Just one of each has managed to get me through it all. Next thing, let's look at the extraction rocket. Now, we did build it here, I think, in the last episode. Currently, oh, actually, I do need to show you on here. So the extraction rocket is this one here. I've got a nothing there for the extraction rocket. I've also got a nothing there for the extraction platform. Let's just pin them up. So that is inside here as well. And then I've just put a bit of food and water, so that's fully. And then I've got some more stuff in a chest ready to take. Let's just get our water topped up because it's going to shout at me in a minute. And we've done no making food or anything on this planet, so we don't need it. So in here, I have got... Let me just go back to the menu. We've got 3 rods, 3 explosives, and 3 super alloy rods. That's to make a T5E when we get to the next planet. I think I've got the rods for this in the rocket outside already, so we don't need to worry about that. I've also sent in the resources like I did the first time to make... Where's it gone? Trees. To make the T3 tree spreader. So we'll just take that out now. Here's that. Bacteria. Bark. Just making sure I haven't lost any materials. That's everything. And then we needed the tree seed to go inside. So I've got 2 food and 2 extra water on me. We've also got... I can unpin all this stuff now. I've got enough to make the recycler, which is 2 deconstruction chips and 3 super alloy. I've got enough to make a locker. And what was the last item I got to make? Oh yes, it was this thing here. This thing here is just, like I said, so fantastic. So we've got one of these on us as well. Let me just make sure I've got the right material, which is interplanetary exchange shuttle. And if everything worked out right, then we should have everything we need. We have got to take our buggy, and then we need 2 cosmic, 2 circuit boards. Okay, so I'm missing a circuit board from somewhere. I don't know why that's not in here. Let's take an extra circuit board because I'm thinking I'm missing one. Otherwise, we can easily find them at the next one. So I've currently got a little bit of space left to take some additional items with me. Now, it might be good to send up something like a farm. I mean, ecosystem would be really good. That'll get us butterflies fairly early. So yeah, I think I might take that. I didn't take this the last time, but I'm thinking it might be useful. Oh, actually, I don't think I've got enough. I don't have the T2 mutagen. But I could just... okay, so when we take... what else could I use? That would give me honey and bees. And I should have some bees over here. Yeah. We'll take a bee. Another... bark I can get downstairs. T2. And a bioplastic. We would have to wait. No, actually, that doesn't need... that doesn't need water to come into. That's fine. I can just build that immediately. Take 1 bar with me. So I've still got about 11 spaces to take a couple other things. I'm thinking an extra couple of lockers. We'll take the T2 rocket engine with us because it is a bit rare and it will save us having to mess around. And I do want to take some of the cosmic quartz. Now, I would like to take some energy cells, but I've got none. And I don't think any of this... I can always order this for the rocket. Anything else I want to take? Oh, that was what it is. That's why I've got all this space down here. I needed to take a power. So, yeah, I might have to leave those quartz. Because a power is 5 pulsars and 4 super alloys. So, we're as good as we can be. And yeah, like I say, T2 animal food, use it. And then we can just use it on ourselves. Use the water that's in here as well. And I think we're ready to go. Let's go and explore a brand new planet. Now, we did glitch out the last time when we was going between planets, and there has been some crashes of certain people, so I am just going to drop a save in here. And yeah, we're nearly up at 1 TTI on this planet. And it will continue to keep running while we're doing other stuff. Let's get into the rocket. And let's go to Selenea. Yes? Before the rockets start taking all our health away. That's a lovely sight to be leaving on. And I'm happy the actual cutscene worked this time of us taking off. Now, I know for definite on the moons you can't use portals anymore. I think in the early sort of testing phase you could. Now, we do have oxygen in here, and then we've got all this stuff here. Did I remember to bring my buggy? I did. That's good. So, where do we want to go? Well, we don't know anything about this planet. So I think at the moment we're just going to drop stuff down here. And there's the 65,000 Terra tokens that's just come back. So if we do need to order anything, that'll be something I'm doing. So I think the first things we want to do is just drop down something just to start some production on the planet. There's my eat. We do need to pick up some of the stuff out of the thing here. We need at least that. We'll probably find a better location for a base, but at the moment, like I said, I don't know anything about it. Now, I fancy some resources I don't recognise around here. Oh, we have got the silicon. Oh, that's that iron. This here, selenium. So it is just loose on the planet here. Let's make sure we get a power up. Otherwise, nothing's going to start working with production. And I'm glad I didn't forget to do that at the last minute. Now, we can break this down, I think. But I'm just going to keep it at the moment because it's going to be an oxygen pod. Let's get some iron. Now, I did mean to bring... Okay, so we've just... okay, I didn't use the quartz station. I meant to do that before I left. And then what we're going to do is build a couple of the lockers we brought with us and keep everything here so we can go out exploring. I think I should have enough to put 3 up on here. So what else have I got to build? Well, we've got the interplanetary rocket, so we need to get that sorted. Make sure our oxygen's up. And it's lovely having that 450. So the one we want to build is... Actually, I'm going to need to take the stuff back out the chest, aren't I? Extraction platform. That's the first one I want to build. He is a bit of a big boy and it might get in the way over here. I get over there somewhere. I'd like it to sink, but I don't think it's going to. That'll have to do. And let's go up to the top, and again, this is our escape pod. If things go wrong, we can always go back to the other planet and grab some more resource. Definitely higher than I really wanted it, this. There's the ladder. Let's just do it the proper way. And let's get our extraction. So we've got a way off the planet if we need to. We've got a little bit of production. We're already up to 1 MTI. We've got a tree spreader as well. So let's get the tree spreader down. I do want to move that away because the trees on this T3 do go quite a distance. So let's just put it over here. And we did bring... Okay, so rubric can go into there. We've got no optimizers and stuff at the moment. We didn't bring any obsidian, but I'm pretty certain we'll find it. And the other thing I want over here is let's just get the beehive down just so we can start making some bees. Now, we're not in the insect stage yet, but that could definitely come useful. What would I need to make a 2x2 room? I think I want to do some exploring first. So let's put everything away except for take the buggy out. I think 2 water and 2 food. It's going to be a while before we have water on the floor here. Now, we do have our map still, because we've got to come with all the technology. So what have we got on the map? So we've got 2 Selenea nodes at the top there. We've got some sort of dome where we're facing, so we might as well go and do that. Looks like there's another building over here. Another building over here. Another big complex building at the top. We've got quite a few things on here. So, yeah, being as I've been facing at this, let's just do this first. Let's get our buggy down before we run out of oxygen. But yeah, lots and lots of resources on the floor. This is more richer than any of the other planets we went to. And it's nice that they've actually designed this so this truck can go around quite easy. I would like to get my drones up a lot earlier than I did in my previous, when I set up the lassoing. So at the moment, we're just going to be taking everything. Some of these basic resources might be useful. What's in here? Well, we know there's nothing from the microscope chips, but I think I'm just going to take it. Now, did we bring... I don't think we bought the super alloy. Okay, so we've just unlocked another rocket. We'll need to build the screen. So I'd have to have 2 super alloys and a circuit board. But I think at the moment we can just dump everything in here. Just keep 1 water, 1 food on us. We are going to need water pretty soon. Let's explore everything out here. Okay, so there's a door over here. Radiation on the barrel. Can I deconstruct anything? No. And order it. We've got a fuse already, and we've got 2 super alloys. So we do have enough to put a chest down here. And I do like to do this. So I need an iron. Put a couple of lockers outside of a building, and it allows you to have the car on you in case you need the... So yeah, being as there's a bit of light... Oh, it's off my truck, that light is. And what am I looking for? Locker. There. Now, we have got the drone set up to supply everything. So if we do set up automation, anything we put in the back of the truck will be took back to the base. Button. Take that with me. Actually, no, because my oxygen needs to get topped up. Water will wait till the last second before we use it, and we want to look into that. That's a nice vehicle, that is. So anything we don't need, let's put away. Just give us some space. Always take the food and water with us because we will need it soon. Nothing really too great in there. Some more food we've managed to get already. These seeds come good with some of the rockets and some of the crafting. And we've already got a solar, so that's actually quite nice. But I do want to get a move on. We need to get a water collector down, so I need to go and have a look at that as well. I'm not certain if that's a suit or if that's a new one. Pulsar quartz is always good in case I need to make another power. Okay, that's very nice. Gives me another way to... Oh, there's one up here. Another way to make lockers. Terra tokens. All we need is to pick up a super alloy, which we did. We can get a second locker down here. Even the basic stuff's going to be really good for us at the moment. Okay, I need a second super alloy. Did I get it? No. Okay. So it's just going to have to go away at the moment. So, anything else out here? So, there's some stuff up the corner there. Oh, no, that's my stuff I set down. Just looking around while I've got the oxygen. There's some platforms at the side, and then it looks like there's a door at the bottom. Let's go around the base first. Could do with getting water down because that water is not looking too great at the moment. Now, there should be ice around early game, yep. There's the water sorted, so that means I will have to get a crafter down. What are the 2x2 buildings? I think I'll build the base like I did on the last one, so I'd need 2 super alloy, and we know we only got 1. I think it's 2 ice per water, but I can't remember. So there's some ice there to melt. Does it tell us when? And now we've got that water. We don't need to... We can just drink that water now. We've got the ice to make more. Pick up about 10. That's 10. Chest here. Let's see what goodies this has got. The chests are definitely a lot better the more further the planet you go to. They're already up to 50 MTI, so that's very nice. I do want to explore in here, but I want to get my oxygen topped up before I go in. So actually, no, I'm fine at the moment. So that melts at 150 MTI. So we actually won't get there. Won't be that long before we get there. Get the doors off. Okay, so all that's frozen. We can't do anything with. Paying attention to that oxygen. What have we got? Some loot. And we've already got T3 fertilizer on this planet. Just my usual. Just go and strip mine everything. And we can get more stuff in here when the ice melts. Now, I did bring the stronger foods with me, so we are good for quite a while. Wait for my health to get down a bit before we use that. I don't think I can get a second chest because I haven't got a super alloy, so I might just have to go back to the old-fashioned chests. Oh, I don't know, making the old chests like peasants. But I'll make a second one of them just for the moment. And you can overlap the chest now, which I do like. Let's put the ice and the basic stuff in here. And just dump the seeds and stuff, what we're not going to need early. Into that one. Just gives me a bit of organisation and try and keep the better stuff in here. Now we have carry the food. We have picked up some T2 and T1 food, haven't we? Oh, we picked up T1s as well. Okay, we have picked up one of the lower elves there, so we can use that one. Carry 1 water with us. What do we need to make one of them crafter things? T2s. Iron and silicon. Can I make it out here, or does it need a building? It needs a building. Okay, so we're going to have to just get a hut down. We'll just get one of the basic huts over here. So that's 3 iron, 2 cobalt, and a silicon. And we've got an oxygen hut now. I just want to craft all that ice up, what we picked up. Where did we put it? We're not going to probably need ice for anything else. Why won't he let me use it? Okay, he will now. Okay, so it was on 1 ice each. It's 2 cobalt for the oxygen. I think I am going to make an oxygen just as a backup. So we can dump all the water away except for 1. So we're pretty good with water now and food. That's no longer a concern. Because I've got 2 cobalt there, let's make an oxygen. Let's go back to basics, just in case we can't get our buggy down. And let's pick it up. Let's go and do some more exploring. So we know there's more stuff on the top. Let's continue doing the top. So we did the hut to the left here. Let's go round. So the stuff in here, P3 heater. Something to loot there. Some more T2 animal fuse and a growth multipliers. I've never really used them growth multipliers. Okay, nothing else seems to be in there. Some more ice around to unlock. Deconstruct the doors. And looting all this stuff is going to give us a good amount of resources for whatever we want to build. So that stairs down, so one here. How are we doing with space? Really good, because we've got the top tier backpack now. And lots of rocket engines. That was something I started to struggle with on the last, when I was setting up Prime. So I'm glad to be getting those. Okay. Because we've got a lot of stuff already. Where's my... I was going to say, why can't I see my truck, but I've got it on me. Did we actually pick up any super alloys? Well, we picked up a rod. Oh, we did pick up a super alloy there, so we could make another one of these bigger lockers. Now, we did say about setting up a water thing. So what do we need for that? Not as important now. Magnesium, we didn't need another super alloy, and I've just used it. Let's just get rid of some of these basic resources out of here. Put the aluminium in with the seeds and plants. Yeah, I'm good with that. And then all this can get dropped in there. Have we got our water now? So let's put that away. Trying to do a little bit of organisation just so I can find stuff easier when I need it. Got our water. We'll keep 2 on us. So yeah, we're still looting and we've already got so much already. Take the 2 water because I'm going to need 1. Actually, I'm only going to need 1. We haven't looked. Can this actually open? It can. We've got an interior to explore as well. So let's finish the top part. We haven't touched the centre one. We did that. We did that. We've done that. What's in here? Oh, lots of goodies. Again here, I can. More stuff to deconstruct. More resources. These are nice buildings, these are. Hopefully we can make one of these. There's a downstairs down there. Looks like it needs some sort of keys. Which I don't think we've come across yet. Explore the rest of the... Okay, nothing can be deconstructed there. Nothing here. So it's just this centre room and then downstairs. Okay, some doors. Get into like a control room. Okay, nothing to interact with. That melted 150 MTI. We're already at 100. So that'll be in no time. Got some Terra tokens there. Only 500, much better. And a T2 and a T1 rocket. Doors over here to deconstruct. That might be just the other side of the control room. Meant to say any upstairs. Okay, oxygen's looking a bit poor. Can we get our buggy down here? Actually, let's just go to where we know we can get oxygen. Let's take that water while I'm here as well. Don't need to take the food quite yet. Do want to make the food last as long as possible. So let's take a food, let's take a water. Take them out of here and take these out. Yeah, it's not taking long to fill these lockers up already. And then we'll transfer all this down to the base when... I'll probably do it between episodes. Can't believe how fast the time goes when you're playing this game. And we've got some super alloys in case I want to make another locker up here. But I think the next thing I want to do with super alloy is I want to make a base. So we need to find a key card for that room upstairs. We need a key card there. Maybe that's the second side of the same room. Ah, some buggies in here. Any loot? Very nice. We can't deconstruct the side, so let's loot all the buggies first. Got some T3 fertilizer, another suit up there. I'm pretty certain that's one of the ones we had before. Lots of coloured crystals, which is nice because I'm going to need some of them for the solar screen. Ah, an access card. And we've got a message, so let's have a look. Who would have thought we'd be where we are today? We've come a long way since our arrival. It hasn't all been easy, but we've held on and we've never given up. Our ordeals have carried us this far, and I'm proud of what we've achieved. Despite some minor tensions within the group, morale is very high. And that's by Val in the year 3013. I can't remember the year timeline for the game now. Because you do have it on the first planet sheet where everything is at a different time. Okay, so give me a second. I've done all that. Just watching my oxygen. Go and get that sorted, and then we'll come back and do the door. What else can we make in here? Just the stuff we've already got. We've already got the agility boots, max. Apparently we never got a max exoskeleton. 2 blazars and a uranium rod. Got no uranium rods in there. You have one there. You have 2 blazars up there. No, it's not crucial. We've got an upgrade. We might as well do it. And a circuit board. I think we're in the second chest. Yep. So if we look at ourselves, we've got another whole row of stuff to put on there. And I know I've definitely got deconstructions, torches, pinning chips. We did that at the start on the last episode. And we've already got the max minings, compass, and menu filters. There was one I did forget. I did do that before I started the episode today. Okay, so what are we doing? We've got too much rubbish on us still. We are going to be needing some food. And we'll take some water. Let's go and continue. Ah, we need the access card. Which is there. If I'd have thought about it, we could have maybe brought the access cards from Humble. They might work on these doors. No, this is definitely a different side to the other door. Maybe that's the other door. Pulsars are always good to get hold of. And that's the other side of the door. So there's actually really nothing in there. Oh no, there's a door here. Take that back. I shouldn't probably taken down them because they've not got great resources in. I just don't want to leave anything. The message there. There's some obsidian we was talking about. We haven't got enough to make optimizers yet. That's a very cool panel. Okay, so let's read this message. I can't wait for this place to be finished. I'll be able to expand my lab and acquire new machines to conduct my experiments and better understand this magnificent planet. My recent work has given me a better understanding of geological formations, and now I'm going to focus more on the relationship between minerals and the planet balance. And that's by Koa in the year 3013. And as long as we're reading the, we should be able to access the messages from our own screens. And I think that's everything in here. So nothing too great, but we managed to fill up like 3 lockers of resources already. So the thing I want to keep on me is enough to do a door, and so we could just easily get that set up. So we want a door as well. So we want 4 titaniums, 4 iron, a silicon and 2 super alloys, and then we can start to set up a base. Little bit of exploring, little bit of looting. Okay, that didn't really give me much space whatsoever. Let me just get rid of the stuff I don't need. I was putting seeds over here. They will become useful when we do growers on this planet. Right at this second, it's not my top priority. Okay, so let's sort that in order. So I need 4 iron. Any titanium. Actually, let's take this iron out and put it in the other locker where I was putting it. There's the 4 titanium I needed. Actually, carry a couple extra bits of iron for a base or something underneath it. We've got the silicon we wanted, and we just need 2 super alloys now. I think I've still got 2 super alloys up there. That will get us started, and then we can start making some of the other machines, and I'll make a trip up in between episodes. I do need more super alloy, though, unfortunately. Ah, we've got 1 in there. So 1 super alloy there, 2 super alloy there. And put all the chips away except for 1, 2. And then I can make a couple of lockers. Or we can make 1 locker. Buggy still on me? No. Let's find my buggy. Down there. I want to carry that on me. I do want to take the colour crystals. Because the other thing I want to make is the solar screen, because we have been getting unlocks. This one here. So I need to find a purple and another silicon. Did we find any purple yet? Got a ton of yellows, greens and a blue there. Another pink over there. We'll take the rods because those are going to be very useful. Did we pick up any cosmic quartz? Nothing I can see in there. We'll take these rods. Take a couple of waters. We're going to need to drink one. Got 3 on. 2 on me's fine. Anything else I want to take with me desperately right this second? No, I think that will do for now. So everything in this little mini base we've already done. So there's nothing really up that end to build a base at. Let me just go and explore up the other side. Because if there's nothing down here and this is just a dead end of a path, why build a base this side? We can go and take it up further north. this big wire on the floor, so I'm guessing we need to be following that for some reason. And these are from the tree spreader we've got. Some sort of satellite dish over here. I'm going to explore this because I can see a chest on top of it. Got super alloy. It's the purple crystals I need more than anything else. Explosive powder's useful. We could drop another big eat down. I want to find a fully flat area. Ah, some more. Okay, energy fuse is good. Blue. Come back for this stuff later. Really would like to find that purple crystal, or a purple crystal. So this is like the second downstairs we've seen already, so maybe there's a cave system on here. Well, this is looking fairly fat. Big ice wall up that way. What's over to the left? Actually, what's up here? This is definitely looking flat down here. Ah, rocks have popped in. Where are we on the map? So at the moment we're dead centre. So somewhere around here might be nice for a base. It's a bit illy for my liking, really. But we could do something nice up here. Put the production down the bottom. Have this is where we're going to put our base. And then just put some platforms underneath. Yeah, I'm happy with that. So let's do our 2x2 room first. Because ideally we want to do the same configuration as the last one. Two 2x2s on top of each other and a stair at the side. Yeah, it's definitely going to need a lot of support if I put something there. Should work. We could be able to put something off this side because it's fairly tall. We won't be able to put anything off the back if we do this. Let's take it back slightly. Have it on the top of the... Okay, there's like some sort of rock there. Yeah, I'm happy with that. I would like it a lot lower to the ground, but we could put a staircase. I always get them mixed up, the interior walls now and the doors. And we want some stairs going up there. I'm going to have to clamber every time I want to go. Get another stairs to line up onto that. Probably. And we have a base. What do we need for the 2x2 next? The stair unit. We'll probably go and get that quite easily. We did want that screen, but we still haven't got the purples. And we're going to have to just put some... we've got no more iron. So we need to just bring a ton of iron over here. Some aluminium, some titanium. And that looks like... Is that a super alloy storm? Yeah, that's a super alloy storm. Now, I've never been in a truck and hit by... Oh, that was a bit close. Trying to figure out the way we came. We did come up an hill, so it might have been this way. Yeah, because that was the thing we looted in front of us to the right. But yeah, I've never been hit in a truck with a super alloy asteroid. We're only half health at the moment. Ooh, that's... Oh, that was close. I think it's fine to go down there, but let's not tempt fate. Now, we could take a lot of resources from here. But being as though we want to move the stuff from this end down anyway, we might as well go and loot the stuff from up here. We could go and collect that super alloy. It might have been actually useful, but no, I think we're okay. So we can use one of the food. Okay, let's take some of these pins off. So I want... We know we can't do that screen yet. I want a 2x2. I want interior stairs. But I don't think I've got enough super alloy to do another one. Not unless I take some of these lockers down. Okay, welcome back. I've managed to just get everything I need. So we took down all the lockers bar one here. We'll come back for that and the up later. We'll clear all this area. We'll leave about all the resources. Got a good amount of building stuff in there and a good amount of building stuff on me as well. So we can go back and finish that base. Might be something up on the top path there. We can go and explore that in the next episode as well. And then we'll try and get down into the valleys as well before all the ice melts. See what we can see down there. Maybe some of the underground areas get flooded later. I don't know, just seen that happen on other planets. And I think it was this left up here, wasn't it? Okay, it's a little back. I thought it was on this side. Okay, so first things first, let's see, can we make the stairs? Get those in first out the way. Going to be in the top section. Yeah, I've got enough on me. Whether I've got enough aluminium to do the next. I'm trying to see which way the stairs are going. So it doesn't look like that's the right way. I want them to go from the top down to the bottom. I think that's it. Yeah, that's perfect. Then we want to be able to put another 2x2 on top. So I'd need 3 titanium. I think that's in the truck. Building's so much easier when you've got the jetpack. So similar base to I had last time. We'll go and put some windows in here when we get some cobalt, which we haven't got at the moment. Do we have enough to put some lockers down yet? We do. I think I had it judged pretty good in the last one. We're 1 super alloy short, and I don't think we've got any more in the truck. But what we do have is enough room to start taking some of this stuff out. So we have an home at least. Whether this is going to be the best place for a home, I have no idea. And at the moment, this chest is just going to have to be everything. We'll keep some bits of building stuff on us. No, I'm not going to need any of this anytime soon. Keep the basic stuff on us. Yeah, I'm happy to keep all that. Just make the room so we can empty the car. I love the T7 backpack. Take the basic stuff, take the super alloy back out. We don't need that, we don't need them. We don't need them yet. Crystals can go away. And we've got 2 pulsars towards the next energy, because we are going to need multiple energies. That can go away and that can go away. So we've got a good amount of basic stuff on us just to build some foundations. I do really need to get more super alloy. But we do have the machine back at the other base for the resources to make the... Get my words out. We've got the resources to make recycler. We might have some good stuff at the first location we made the chest. And this game does have multiplayer. This is flat enough to make a racetrack out of. I know if you play games like No Man's Sky, there's already like stuff in there to make proper racetracks. Actually, saying that, didn't we didn't use these lockers? And that's the recycler what I was after. Did we take everything out of here? We did. Got some bees coming in already. I think I'm going to take that up by my base. How many spaces have I got left? 2. Titanium, something we haven't got a lot of. If I could find a couple of pieces of titanium, I'm happy to just go and... We could take all this stuff down and put it in the car and move it all up. Especially the extraction rocket, but no, that's fine. You're going to go back onto your wheels? You are. Self-righting cars. And it does look lovely seeing all the different moons and planets in the distance. Oh, wow. How I wasn't paying attention. I was having more fun with the car than anything else. I literally just blind clicked where I thought the water was. I wonder why I got out the car. Oh, that was close. Nearly dying on the second episode. Let's pay a little more attention. And we do have enough to put some more lockers in now. So that's a good thing. Okay, so the recycle I liked under here. It worked pretty well. And that will allow me to break down the super alloy rods we bought, if we've got any spare, into super alloy. Always likes to hide away from me, this one does. Ah, we've got a T2 recycling machine. I didn't realise we'd unlocked that already. That must have been one of the unlocks we unlocked. And I'm guessing the harvesting robots used on this planet. What do we need for drones? The fusion cell. I might be able to put drones up. Ah, actually, I know what's happened. Because we've unlocked the T2 recycler now, but we don't have explosives, it means it's hidden away the T1. That's why I can't find it. And you can unclick this at the bottom to get the menu back up. Oh, there it is. That was so hard to find then. That worked pretty good. I can access here. I can access the button. We put the T2 crafter up in that corner. I think I'm going to go with the similar design, which is that one there. 3 aluminium and a magnesium. Just trying to remember what I was doing. It was T2. And I have a T1 up the corner here. Need another silicon, which we might not have up here. Definitely a scarcity of resources around this area. Having a look what we've got around. I know we haven't got a lot of titanium, so I'll pick that up on me. Pick up a couple of selenium because I think there was a recipe that needed that. Silicon's the main reason we was after. Pick up 3 and I'm happy with that. Some sort of dome in the distance. I don't think that's where we was exploring, so that's another new place. Can I get a couple of more pieces of silicon? Well, we know we run out of magnesium, so let's pick that up as well. Titanium, we haven't got a massive amount. And the inventory is full, so that will have to do. I don't think we're going to need the T1, but just in case we need to make water or oxygen. Let's just get it up ready. So we've got the 2 crafting stations we need. And I think on my menu I should be able to hide everything now. I think I've got everything I need. Let's get... I think the last time we had the door this side. But no, that will have to work. We haven't got enough to do windows because we haven't got cobalt, I'm pretty certain. Let's just get our desks down. And then we can start doing the computer screens. So the center is... I'm looking at the floor below me. Trying to see if I can get 3 tables across. Perfect. Gives me plenty of space to put my screens up. Let's get the big ones at the back done. So that's going to be terraformation and biomass are the 2 I'm going to want. So we'll have to go after some basic resources. So I still need cobalt. Probably another silicon. Yeah, definitely no cobalt up here. We would need aluminium on us. Have we got some? We do. We've got 1 silicon, so I need a second. And we need... So, silicon and a cobalt. And just setting up them couple of things at the start. Already we're up to 370 on the MTI scale. Now it goes from MTI to GTI. Do need another silicon. Or fill everything up. Some extra iron will be good because we've just used a lot. How much space is 2? I'll just get cobalt with the last 2. We might be able to put a window in then. But yeah, got MTI, GTI. Then I think there's another stage before it's TI after that. But we can get these screens up. So the first one I want is terraformation. Put that on the left side here. We can actually start seeing our numbers. Biomass next to it. I don't know why it goes at an angle like that sometimes. And if I can get the terraformation screen, I will do. So the next one is going to be that, so I'd need 2 more silicon, which I haven't got. Get rid of all them now. So that's the next one I'm going to want. And then we want stuff like the blueprint screen. So I need 3 silicon. We want that energy level, so I need 4 silicon. And I want that one, but we know we can't do that. Orbital information. Screen mapping. So I need to go and get 6 silicon. We probably should go back and get those resources because there's probably more silicon over there. How many spaces? I only have enough for silicon, so nothing else except for silicon. Now, getting down an extractor and then I can just get whatever resources I want from it is probably going to be good sooner than later. Now, I don't know what resources you can get round on this planet. One more silicon I need, and I can see one in front of me. Water's not great. I'll have to go back for more because actually, have I got water on me? Let me have a look at that first. We do have 2, so that's fine. Yeah, massive amounts of space around here. We could put a rocket complex around here as well. So let's get the screens up. So let's do the okay, it's only shouting at me the first time. We want to get this one in next. No, it's been a pain. They did sort of ease up, so okay, so that's not going to work there. So currently we're on the white water cycle and we're going to vegetation. Yeah, just a little annoying I can't get the screen in there. Now what you can actually do is you can stack screens on top of each other. A blueprint and energy I think I want across the bottom. Which ones have I done? Take these pins off. We've done blueprint, energy, mapping. I will need compass. Probably silicon I need for those as well. Magnesium and aluminium. Yeah, it's a lot of running around for basic stuff at the moment. But we can at least have a look at the power. We've still got 299, so that's not a massive amount, so we would have to get more up pretty soon. We've unlocked the T2 recycler as we've already saw, but I don't think we've got enough to make it yet. So there's not that many unlocks on this planet. There's some frog eggs down there in biomass. We are getting biomass from the tree, I think it is. Okay, let's just pay more attention to the water. What else have we got to unlock? T4 speed. Growth multiplier to make in the quartz station. T2 for eat. That's very nice. We might just go straight to T2s instead of doing the T1s on this planet. Or shall I say this moon. And then we can make our own blazars up here. And then we got a mega dome. But you don't unlock that to 5 TTI. And that's when you finish with this planet. So that's probably something I'll take to the next planet and make it there. So we haven't got massive amount of unlocks to do. So we call it here for today. We've got our base set up on a new planet. We're already up to 410 MTI. And what I'll do between episodes is go and get the resources, put some platforms under here, and see if we can get enough resources, just the basic stuff to finish the screens off. Get some windows in here. Again, it's not really the best of views. It might change later when it gets green. Then see if we can get a bio lab onto the back here, or get the resources to make it. We'll make it in the next episode, and then make the T2 biodome here so we can start getting the bark ready. But yeah, great place to call it. Thank you very much everybody for watching. Hopefully the video comes out a lot better quality. I think I've fixed the problems what I was having in the last episode, and thank you very much everybody for watching.